Well, I was at work, which was in downtown Pittsburgh, and at the end of my workday, I had a meeting that I had to go to. I was on the board of a local foundation, and the board was meeting in Oakland. And I had an access ride scheduled, but it was a beautiful spring day, and I thought, and the buses had only been running, accessible buses had only been running a short while. I hadn't taken one yet, and I thought, I'll just take a bus. So I canceled my access ride and went to the bus stop. It was rush hour, so there were maybe 25 people standing at the bus stop waiting for their buses. And I pulled up to the crowd, and someone looked at me and said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Oh no, I'm just waiting for a bus." And everybody looked a little puzzled, but nobody said anything. A bus that I knew would get me to Oakland pulled up to the stop, and the driver opened the door, and I said, "I'm going to Belfield and Fifth Avenue in Oakland," and he said, "Lady, the lift isn't working." And he hadn't even tried it, so I thought, well, I wonder how he knows that the lift isn't working because he hasn't tried it. And I said, "Would you give it a try?" And he said, "The lift isn't working." So all of a sudden, 25 strangers that I have never in my life met said, "Well, that isn't right. That's not fair. The lift ought to work. Why isn't it working?" And I thought, gee, this is... And I said, "Don't worry." I knew that it was rush hour. The buses were coming by quite often. They were saying, "Could we help you somehow?" And I said, "I'll be fine. There'll be another bus coming along in about 10 minutes. Nonetheless, no one got on the bus. Everyone wanted to stand there and make sure that I would be okay. Mind you, this is 25 people at the end of a workday trying to get home, and they stayed there. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, another bus that was going just where I needed to be came along, and I said to the driver, "I'm going to Fifth and Belfield in Oakland," and he said, "Well, I can take you there," and he deployed the lift. 25 people that I have never met in my life cheered loudly. And the bus driver looked sort of startled. He didn't think he had done anything heroic. I got on the lift, I got in the bus, other people got on the bus, and I was sitting there thinking, only in Pittsburgh would this happen. And I smiled all the way to Oakland.